Detailed case summary. The Golden Victory case revolves around the breach of a time charter party agreement and the appropriate measure of damages. Golden Strait Corporation. The claimant entered into a 7-year time charter party with Nippon Yusen Kubishik Acacia, the defendant, for the vessel Golden Victory. The charter party included a war clause, allowing for termination if war broke out involving specific nations. The charter was breached prematurely by the defendant, leading to a dispute over the calculation of damages. The issue was whether the damages should be assessed up to the original charter termination date or adjusted based on subsequent events, i.e., the outbreak of the Iraq War in 2003, which would have allowed termination under the war clause. Background facts. Claimant: Golden Strait Corporation, the owner of the vessel Golden Victory. Defendant: Nippon Yusen Kubishik Acacia, the charterer of the vessel under a 7-year time charter party agreement, a 7-year time charter party for the vessel with a war clause. Breach: the charter party was breached prematurely by the defendant. Arguments. Claimant's argument: damages should be calculated up to the full remaining period of the charter party, ignoring the subsequent outbreak of the Iraq War. Defendant's argument: damages should be limited to the period up until the Iraq War, as the war clause would have allowed them to terminate the charter legally at that point. Final outcome and legal justification. The House of Lords held in favor of the defendant, ruling that the damages should reflect the outbreak of the Iraq War, which would have legally terminated the charter under the war clause. Legal justification. Principle of compensation. The primary aim is to put the injured party in the position they would have been in had the breach not occurred. Consideration of subsequent events. Courts should consider events post-breach that would have impacted the contract. The Iraq War was a foreseeable event within the contract's framework affecting the assessment of damages. Lord Bingham's judgment emphasized the importance of assessing damages based on real-world events and potential outcomes, reinforcing the principle that damages should reflect actual losses. Key concept implications. Assessment of damages. This case sets a precedent that damages can be adjusted based on subsequent events that would have legally altered the contract's performance. Relevance to future cases. Courts may consider subsequent events in similar contractual disputes, particularly where clauses within the contract account for such events. Key learnings. Importance of contract clauses. Clauses like the war clause significantly impact the assessment of damages. Foreseeability. Subsequent foreseeable events must be taken into account in calculating damages. Legal realism. The ruling promotes a realistic approach to contractual breaches, aligning damages with actual losses.